Today we are going to talk about corn. Ha, just kidding. Even though that's a really good trend. What we're going to talk about today is celebrating where we have been and how far we have come. You are listening to a Radiance Revival podcast where we rebirth and unearth your inner brilliance by focusing on love, energy, and freedom. I am your host, coach, and brilliance believer, Kathryn Sogard. In this podcast, you will learn that you are your biggest advocate, fan, and creator of your own destiny by using the radiance you were born with. When you are empowered to use this inner brilliance, you can create your best life. So let's get this Radiance Revival started. So you know that Reels trend where it shows someone doing what they do, for example, an artist creating art. And then it says something that they wish they would have done better. They sell more art, or that people would like the genre of art that they do better. And then they show a picture of them as a child, and the child's like, wait, what a second. Wait, we make a living off of art? This trend has inspired me to think about celebrating how far we've come and celebrating where we are, instead of always trying to compare that to where we'd like to be. I think we're able to do this with this trend, or this trend is so inspiring, is because we're able, with this trend, they kind of inspire you to look at where you're at and how far you've come through a different perspective than the perspective you have now. They're using your inner child, your little self, and celebrating how far you've come. I don't think our society encourages us to celebrate, where we are. We're always striving to make more money, to fall in love, to do the big things in life that we're expected to do. And we don't realize that it's actually all the little things that actually make up your true reality. It's not the weddings and having the kids and getting the house and making $1 million that make up. Yes, that those all contribute to your life, but it's actually the little everyday things that we've done to bring us to where we're at. And I love that this trend has really made me think about encouraging other people to celebrate how far they've come, to look at their lives from a different perspective or from someone else's perspective. It's so easy to get caught up in thinking about where we aren't, thinking about where we're, where we would like to be and how we're not there yet. Especially with, us being infiltrated with everyone's social media and us all putting our best foot forward on social media, which is fine. I'm not saying we shouldn't do that. But I think celebrating where we're at can have a whole lot of value in a world that just wants us to compare ourselves to ourselves or to other people and be disappointed that we're not quite where we want to be. This trend makes me think about how all of the little things that I've done over my lifetime, all of the jobs that I've had, all of the bad days, all of the good days have brought me to where I am now. And it might not be exactly where I want to be, but there's so many amazing things about my life. I have people that love me. I have people that are thankful for me. I have a dog, I have freedom in my schedule. And those are things to be celebrated. They're not the big wins like making $1 million or all of these things, but they're the things that as a kid, I think I would have thought were really cool. No, I'm not a professional soccer player, and no, I'm not a PE teacher. But I think myself, little Katie, would have been pretty impressed with where I'm at now. And I hope when you see that trend, even if you don't fit the perfect box, you know, maybe you don't fit in that trend perfectly, but I hope what that does is inspire you to think about where you're at and how far you've come, and to celebrate all of it, all of the little things that you've done over time that have brought you to where you are. So I hope that's what this inspires you to do. And whether you make a public declaration on Reels or TikTok and use that trend to kind of showcase how far you've come, or whether you just do it in your mind and kind of take some time every now and again to celebrate where you are and how far you've come, I hope this kind of inspires you to do that, because you're amazing and I'm proud of you, and you should be proud of yourself. That's the most important. Who cares if I'm proud of you? You should kind of look back and just be happy and celebrate how far you have come, my friend. That's all I've got. All right, loves, thank you for listening to yet another brilliant, energy-packed episode of the show. If you haven't yet subscribed, what the heck are you waiting for? You know it's my mission to help women revive their inner radiance so they can live their best lives. So if you enjoyed this episode, leave a brilliant review so that more women can find us and join us, radiate our brilliance across the universe.